Let's talk about two essential pages for your website, and that is your privacy policy and your terms of service or terms of use. Let me preface by saying these aren't just legal formalities. These are crucial pages for protecting your business and building trust with your audience. So for starters, what is a privacy policy page? A privacy policy explains how your business collects, uses, and protects personal information from anybody who visits your website. If you're a service provider, this is especially important since you may collect sensitive information such as names, emails, and phone numbers for consultations or inquiries, payment details for booking your services or purchasing any e-commerce products, data from tools such as contact forms, cookies, or any analytics software. Most countries have laws that require you to clearly state what data you collect, how you use it, for example, for marketing, scheduling, or providing your services, and how you protect it, for example, encryption or secure storage. And it's also about transparency. Having these policies in place helps your clients to feel safe when they share their information with you. Next, let's move on. What is a terms of service? Terms of service you might hear referred to as terms of use or even terms and conditions. A terms of service outlines the rules and guidelines for how people can use your website or interact with your services. For service-based businesses, this page is critical because it sets boundaries and expectations. For example, it can explain that you're providing general advice and doesn't guarantee results. It can also include disclaimers. So for any health-related or coaching services, it can state that clients should consult with their own professionals before acting on your advice. It can also outline payments and refund policies, explaining how you handle cancellations, late payments, or refunds for your services. And most importantly, it limits your liability. If a website user misuses your advice or your services, a terms of service can help protect your business legally. And so why are these pages so important? Firstly, legal compliance. Privacy policies are often legally required, and a terms of service can shield you from any legal liability. Also, transparency. These pages build trust, showing that you care about your clients and their rights and their data. And lastly, it builds professionalism. These pages really help to set you apart by showing that you're a credible and trustworthy service provider. It's important to keep your privacy policy and your terms of service easy to understand and accessible, usually linked on the footer of your website so that it can be available regardless of which page your user lands on first. In order to craft your privacy policy and your terms of service, first of all, you can start by browsing templates online. There's lots of free options or paid options at a lower level cost. Or alternatively, you can always opt to work directly with a legal professional. Our advice is to start by purchasing a template that was created by a legal professional and ideally include some instruction for how you can modify the terms as needed for your business. And then if you'd like to take that an extra step, take that template that you've purchased from a legal professional and perhaps modified slightly on your own, and then present that to a legal professional to ensure that all of your bases are covered and your liability has been limited as much as possible.